Ever wondered if there's a perfect time to get frisky? Well, grab your notepads or your partner because we're about to dive into the steamy world of chrono-sexuality. That's right, we're talking about the science of when to have sex. Spoiler alert, it's probably not while you're watching this video. Now, before we jump into bed with the facts, let's get one thing straight. Your body is like a 24/7 dance party of hormones, and everyone's got their own rhythm. But science has been poking around, trying to figure out when the DJ drops the hottest beats for boot knocking. Let's start with the early bird special, morning sex. You know that saying, the early bird catches the worm? Well, in this case, the worm is... Actually, let's not finish that analogy. Here's the deal. While you're catching Z's, your body's busy brewing up a hormone cocktail that's perfect for AM action. Testosterone and estrogen levels are at their peak after a good night's sleep. It's like your body's way of saying, rise and grind. But not coffee. Well, maybe coffee too, but you get the idea. And it's not just about hormones. Your brain's also in on the action, pumping out dopamine like it's going out of style. Dopamine is that feel-good neurotransmitter that makes everything seem awesome. It's basically your body's way of high-fiving you for waking up. But wait, there's more. Morning sex also comes with a free dose of oxytocin, the cuddle hormone. It's like nature's own brand of superglue for relationships. So not only are you starting your day with a bang, pun absolutely intended, but you're also bonding with your partner. Talk about multitasking. Now, if you're thinking, but I can barely form words before my morning coffee, let alone form other things, hear us out. Morning sex isn't just about satisfaction. It's a full-body wake-up call. It can boost your energy, improve your mood, and even make you more productive. Who needs a triple espresso when you can have a triple? Well, you know. But what if you're more of a midday maven? Don't worry, science hasn't forgotten about you afternoon delighters. There's something to be said for a nooner, and it's not just hope the boss doesn't notice. Around 3 p.m., something magical happens. No, it's not your third cup of coffee kicking in. It's actually when men's and women's hormones tend to sync up. It's like hormonal harmony hour. Men's testosterone might be taking a little siesta, but their estrogen is rising, making them more emotionally attuned. Ladies, if you've ever wanted your partner to really feel you, this might be your golden hour. Plus, let's be real. That post-lunch energy slump is real. Instead of face-planting into your keyboard, why not face-plant into a pillow? A little afternoon delight can be just the pick-me-up you need to power through the rest of your day. It's like a power nap, but way more fun. And for all you work-from-home warriors out there, consider this your permission slip to take a working lunch to a whole new level. Just remember to turn off your webcam first. Trust us on this one. Now, before you start setting alarms for 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. sharp, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You. Yes, you with your unique body, schedule, and preferences. While science can give us some general guidelines, the best time for sex is ultimately when it works best for you and your partner. Maybe you're a night owl who comes alive when the sun goes down. Or perhaps you're a midday maven who likes to spice up your lunch break. The point is, there's no one-size-fits-all answer when it comes to getting it on. Your personal best time for sex depends on a whole bunch of factors: your work schedule, your energy levels, your partner's availability, heck, even whether Mercury is in retrograde. Just kidding about that last one. Or are we? If you're trying to make a baby, timing becomes even more crucial. In that case, you'll want to sync up with ovulation, which usually happens about 2 weeks before your period starts. But for everyone else, the best time is whenever you and your partner are both feeling it. The key is communication. Talk to your partner about when you feel most in the mood. Maybe they're always raring to go at dawn, but you don't feel human until noon. Finding a middle ground could lead to some mind-blowing mid-morning makeouts. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try different times of the day and see what works best. Keep a log of your mood, energy levels, and libido. It's like a sexy science experiment, and you get to be both the researcher and the subject. Talk about a dream job. Remember, the goal isn't to turn your sex life into a strictly scheduled affair. Spontaneity is the spice of life, after all. But knowing when you're most likely to be in the mood can help you create opportunities for intimacy. It's like meal prepping, but for sex. Maybe that's not the sexiest analogy, but you get the idea. So, what have we learned on our journey? The science of sexy time? Well, for one, your body is basically a 24/7 hormone party, and you're always invited. Morning sex might give you a better boost than your morning coffee, and afternoon delight could be the perfect cure for that post-lunch slump. But most importantly, we've learned that while science can give us some general guidelines, the best time for sex is whenever it feels right for you and your partner. It's not about following a strict schedule. It's about understanding your body, communicating with your partner, and finding what works best for both of you. So go forth and experiment. Try morning sex, afternoon quickies, evening romps. Heck, set an alarm for 3 a.m. if you're feeling adventurous. Just maybe warn your partner first, and your neighbors. Remember, whether you're an early bird or a night owl, there's no wrong time to get busy unless you're in a public place, or at work, or, you know what? Maybe we should make a list of when not to have sex, but that's a video for another day. Until then, keep exploring, keep communicating, and most importantly, keep having fun. Because at the end of the day, or the beginning or the middle, that's what great sex is all about. Now, here's a little bonus tidbit. Did you know that some studies suggest waiting to have sex later in a relationship might lead to better outcomes? Yeah, we're talking about delayed gratification, but on a whole new level. Some researchers found that couples who waited to do the deed, especially until marriage, reported more stable and satisfying relationships. It's not about being a prude. It's about building a strong foundation of communication and trust before adding sex to the mix. Plus, it gives you time to perfect your sexy playlist and stock up on scented candles. But hey, whether you're a wait for the wedding type or a first date fondler, the most important thing is that you're both on the same page, because nothing kills the mood faster than mismatched expectations. Well, that and forgetting to charge your favorite toy. Learn from our mistakes, folks. Here's something for you to do. If you haven't already, please consider joining our community by subscribing to this channel.